MOHAMMED Polo. And it all started from elementary age, when I went to elementary school at Roman Catholic at Nima here. Because I remember very well, combined with Islam education. But it was at the Islam education where it all started, at Newtown. I love to even watch polo game, and that is where I got the name Polo. So Polo is a nickname. It has become my surname now, because without Polo nobody knows who is talking. I decided to leave Newtown and continue the Islam education. Fortunately, the football was serious. It started there because there was some non-league clubs there, and they formed one of the clubs there by the name Seekers. This Seekers, shows very clear that I was a youngster that is coming. It looks very clear that the future is bright. Unfortunately, in that area, we don't play coast football. Normally, that is where they see you when you are playing coast football. And coast football is being played at the center of Accra, where we have Islam Stars, we have Mao, some interesting clubs, coast clubs there. Fortunately, because I was very, very small and very young, an Islam Stars club do come to take me to go and play, even Mao. So I go there. Over here there is no Islam, coast football. So I go there and play, coast football. That is where the interest grew. Fortunately, because I was very, very small and very young, an Islam Stars club do come to take me to go and play, even Mao. So I go there. Over here there is no Islam, coast football. So I go there and play, coast football. That is where the interest grew. This story is around between 68, 69, 1968, 69. So it happened that we do go and play these non-league clubs, and we have another standard there. We have one Labaran. He was even our captain. Very, very nice player. So these people decided to go to us. It shows when they live, where they are living, then it's very clear that our team will come down. Fortunately, these two players decided to leave, for Hearts, for Justified. And when they went there, they were accepted. So this manager of mine, because he's an husband, he said, "Oh, I should also go and try." That was around 1972. House of Foods were then in camp, preparing for club championship. They've won the club the league, and they are representing Ghana at that level. So people come there. People come and justify themselves. This gentleman, this man, our manager said, "Oh, I should also go and try." I thought I was too young, I was too small too. I don't think any player at this time will be accepted to play at that highest level, because I was very, very tiny. So when we went to where it was close to the beach where the lot races. That is where Hart was trained. And the place is always packed. You know, when you come and see training, it's very interesting. So I went there, and it's very difficult when you don't have somebody, you know, as a mentor to push you and even get you the chance to train. You would never get even the chance to play over there. So I was standing there, a small young boy, an innocent boy standing somewhere. Then I said, how do I get a chance to play like this? You know, this guy, this gentleman, you know, he said no. He went to see those who were organized, because all the gurus now, they are in camp. So give this boy to a chance. Maybe, who knows? He has to convince them that, you know, you should look at, oh, okay, let him also go and play. Master, when I was given the chance to play, it was something different. It was very clear that, you know, a star, a gem is born. Because that day, what happened there, you know, people could not even, you know, believe that a youngster like this is playing. So it has to go all over Accra. As of Force Management, I've realized that if they allow me to go and stay home, whilst I come to train, you know, there is a likeness that, you know, they won't get me. Surprisingly, I was asked to join the Ogbos into camp. And at that time we have, you know, the second. They play that second team. That is, we have Auroras. That day is Olympis. We have Anochi. That is Kotoko. They play that reserve teams before the main matches. In fact, I have to start from there because of the way, you know, I play. All of them, you know, like me. Especially the one I called, the one I mentioned, Robert Foley. I mentioned Abeka, and the other one, Joe Gatti. Fantastic midfielder, a ball juggler. And he calls me, in a World 11, as if he knew I'll become a star one day. They just love the way I play, and they encourage me, especially Joe Gatti. It happens as if it was in a twinkle of an eye when I had this opportunity. And the way I humble myself with them, you know, I respect them. You know, I sometimes say, you know, because at that time, if you're a youngster, you have to have you know, a mentor. And these are my mentors. And I remember very well, we have some quality. Anas Saidu, you remember? We call him Anas Tanda. He was one of the, is one of the fearsome 5, you know, players with me. In fearsome 5 in Haas, we have Anas Tanda, we have Mama Akwa, we have Robert Hammond, and we have Peter Lamte and myself.
This is the fearsome 5. You know? Only 4 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's left with Hammond.
So these are 5 fearsome 5 and players who are very, 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 you know, interesting players, very, very quality players, because we're all national players.
This is House of Force. This is Sape Nunu. This is oh my God, I've forgotten this name. This is Sam Supi. Hey, this man, I've forgotten the name. Blessed memory. Chencheman. But Mama Aqua. Yeah. This is also blessed memory. This is Anas. I've forgotten this name. This is MOHAMMED Polo. This is Ofeansa, Adolfama, Kofi Bruce. All this one blessed memories. Kofi Bruce, Durulamte, Tanko Ayuba. I can't remember. And Foley. These are these are my seniors. This one said when I was very young and when I came. This one's.
Fortunately, I had an opportunity to play with Dribbling, and it shows very clear that it's an opportunity for me. And so from in, I told you it was in 1972, and fortunately 73 I was called to the national team. I didn't even play with the regular team so much, but 73 because I was an Honduras player for some time, but I had an opportunity. Okay, and what even gave me the chance, was when we were going to play with Kotoko. At that time, we were having some one of these very stout, strong defenders, Danopong, Kotoko. We were playing Kotoko. Unfortunately for Hearts of Oaks, and fortunately for me, that I have to get this opportunity, because that player, that left winger, which is called Lawa, is a Nigerian. But Nigerians do come and play, in Ghana football, and they enjoy it because at that time football was, Nigeria was high, and then even Ghana was. So they come and play their league. They come and register with us and play. And this left winger, reliable one, left to Kotoko. What happened? Because he saw that he wouldn't stay there for a younger, small boy like this to come and disturb him at this position. So he has to leave. In fact, they were worried at a point. They said, "Oh no, this youngster is this because of this young boy that he left? So let's give him the chance." So Hassan Kotoko, they were contemplating, debating that he cannot play with this defender, very stout and very hard. Can this boy, young one, stand it? It's not about the body. It's about the sense, the brains. Surprisingly, as I came to get a chance to play for Hearts, that was 72. 1 year after, that was 73. I had an opportunity because I look very bright, and I look very promising, and those who saw it gave me the chance as early, the 72 to 73, a year after, to the national team. So it shows very clear that I have a promising career. This is the national team. Kwesi Owusu, Eshan, Mama Akwa. This is the national team. Abdul Razak,
Okay.
Eshan, and then MOHAMMED Polo. I'm shaking with the captain of Kwesi Owusu.
Oh.
This is Hammond. This is Hammond. This is I think he's the blaster, because I see Lomo Michel. Hammond, Mama Akwa, Anas Tanda. But this is Has manager at that time. When we were traveling, he remembered my birthday and then brought it to me.
Okay.
You see? And this is Hasman. But it's a national team. This is the fearsome, three of them. This is myself, Peter Lamte, and Mama Akwa. This is the best player in 1974 Cup.
Who is he?
The best player in 1974 Cup. Best player.
My parents don't have that interest. You know, it's just something that we are playing for the fun of it. Even though, you know, we were getting some incentives, but it's not that enough, you know, to do something. But even at that time, I remember very well, you know, some people get the opportunity to get a house built for them. You know, even if a hall and chamber is built for you, it's a house, you know. And I remember Olympis was able to build, you know, a house for my brother. You know what happened? My brother went to play for, went and played in Nigeria, and even played for the national team. I remember when we met with Green Eagles. I'm on Ghana side, and my brother was on the Nigeria side.
Your real brother?
Real brother. You know, that's just what I told you. At that time, Ghanaians can go to Nigeria and play. Nigerians can come to Ghana and play. You know, and it's very interesting. And that is the professional level that we have at that time. So my brother was then a professional player. So Olympis was very interested in him. And I told them, if they don't do something good for him, you know, I'll bring him to us. Even though I was playing us and nothing was given to me. No, nothing was. But they gave my brother a car and made a taxi with it and built a house for him. And I played for the love of football. I think I thank my God. I'm not that poor. I can survive on my own. And throughout my football career was with heart for that 21 years. That's why the fact that I went to play for Olympis, you know, for a space of not even 1 year. What happened even for me to leave and play for Olympis was retiring me unconditionally. And I told them, Master, you know, you don't retire a legend like that. This is a legend. If you are going to retire him, it should be befitting one. Unfortunately, even up to now, you know, no ceremonial match have been played for a legend like me. And could you believe within the 5 fearsome 5, I have played with 4 generations of players. You know, I played with who were very young. You know, I played with the Shamokwe musical. They are the musical. I played with them. I played with even Sam Johnson and coached them. Yeah, I was even Stephen Appiah. I coached him, Stephen Appiah. So we've done a lot, you know, as a sacrifice, and we're still doing it. Every match is my best moment because I give it all. You know, I remember, you know, some of the games that people remember. There are some games that those who has fanatics, they never forget. With Architects at Accra Sports Stadium. This is a knockout, you know, a match. And Architects was like an academy team because they don't go anywhere. They play, they are there for football. And so they have some quality players, fantastic players. And they came to Accra and they wanted to eliminate us. Fortunately, I have to reply. It was 2-1. And to the 9 minutes, and then I equalized. You know, the way the equalizer came, I hit with my left leg, and it came to the right leg, which is not that good.
And I was able to hit with the right leg and score. So it was an expensive goal. And became 2-2. At that time, this floodlight was not working properly. So the match has to the match has to be played at another time. And this time we make sure that we bury them and put them at their right position. That House of Folk is, you don't come the second time and get yourself and go away with it. Another important match was the Miracle of Elwak. I remember that time the Accra Sports Stadium was being renovated, it's under renovation. And that you could see that the crowd could not even contain the spectators, the fans. And this is a match with Mufulera Wanderers, the Zambia. Fortunately, I was sick, so the first leg I didn't go. And we were beaten 5-2. These people knew very well that they are coming to just go through it just like that. In fact, it wasn't that I was fully fit, but I decided to play. And this match I have to be injected to play because it was a knee injury. Within these 50 minutes, that is where I got the magician. The magic started. And as an orchestra, I always go and start the move. And then we come and end it up with a goal. Number 1. We needed 3 goals within that 15 minutes. Again, I did the second move and we got the number 2. And then the last one, getting to the fraction of the time, the third goal came. And we beat them. We had 3 goals, unanswered ones, to qualify, to the finals. With Guinea, these Guineans too, they've worried us. So Hafia, that is the club side. And this same Hafia, our national, all of them are national players. So we qualified, and that match was a memorable one. And that's an interesting story that I heard. Was somebody brought his car to the stadium, and because of the way the game happened, this guy forgot that he's bought a car. So they were playing this, these guns, they have Jama when they were playing this. A majority of them, will have to go and take a trotro at a circle. So they say, let them play the Jama and Yanshi Jamana. So they were, everybody, you don't even feel that you are going to circle. Look at it from Elwak to they hit the Jama, and this guy forgot that he has brought a cow. He followed the Jama up to up to circle. When the Jama people were, everybody has taken, has dispersed and taken a trotro back to his home. No? He saw himself, but I brought a car, so he has to come back and take his car and go back. So this is a memorable. When I heard this story, I said, yes, really, we've made people really happy. I played with Abedi Pele. That's why I said I played with 4 generations of footballers, both the club side and the national side. And Abedi Pele is one of my playmates. I remember when we went to Conakry, and then I did a move and in swing the ball for Abedi to finish. He was a toast of the Guineans. Everybody was, and I was also then very, very tiny, young, just coming. He scored this fantastic goal, and
They gave him some trophy, made some sort of yes trophy. That shows very clear that he should one day take Ghana to the World Cup because it looks like a World Cup. I remember very very well. So I look at this young guy and I started encouraging him. I I I I I, I counseled him and I advised him because he looked at me as his role model up to today. He tells even when he was in French, and surprisingly, the first time he went to before he went to the girl, I have to recruit him. I was then a coach player, and when we came back from a professional football, I decided to form to form a professional team made up of only those who have played professional outside. Because at that time they were saying that we are aging, so we have to come together. And I remember we were going to play this, we were going to play in Benin. I asked him to come and join us, Abedi. So he's having a problem. He has now his wife. He doesn't play with that one. That time he was his girlfriend, and he was looking for money. Then he was to give it to her. I said he hasn't got, so he won't go. I said no, you don't worry. I'll go and see the big man. I got money for him, eh? So that he will travel with us. Fortunately, that was his first professional contract that he has with Benin team. At that time there was a Melonia, we called him Fagbun. He took this boy, bought him a car even. I remember, you know. So when he came back later, I heard he had an opportunity to go to France. He went to France and came back. I said, what happened? The people said it's very young, it's not fit. I said, look, come and let's train and again. So I was then coach player too with the professionals. So we trained and then he said he went back again this time, for life. And he made it. So I think Abedi has respect for me. He really, appreciate what I've done to him up to date. This could be one of the best. And it's very interesting the way I took the ball, from the center, and I beat almost about, there was even one, 2 in 1. I went into, and the finishing was just fantastic. Mm. This one is a memorable one that they kept it, and they are even tomorrow they show it over there, up to date. They show it over there, and they've adjudged this move as one of the best moves they've ever had in the Emirate League, and they've adjudged me as one of the best by foreign player. You see, these sports writers. That is why they've given me different names. You know, and the last one was the professor. You understand? They gave me different, the Wonder Boy, scorer of important goals, maestro, wizard, all this. And at that time, we have wizards. We have Osekovi was a wizard before. Fantastic at his generation. We had a maestro, that is Abedipele at his generation. Though I was there. But I took all these things. This name, all this name belongs to me as well. You understand? The magicians too. There is no magician in football. You understand? There's no professor in football. We only have professor in boxing. But we have wizard, that is Kofi, and Polo was also a wizard. We have maestro. Abedi was a maestro. I was a maestro before. You understand? So the names, they I was a doctor too, doctor of football. Because I'm a good passer of the ball. You know, they call me tailored measured passer of the ball. If I pass the ball, it's as if you are measuring somebody to sew a dress.
Many thought your strength lies in dribbling.
Yes, but I'm a I'm a passer of the ball. You know, I'm not selfish. That's why I've made some people goal kings. Those I played with. You know, in the House of Fortune, we had a player who was a goal king. At the national, you know, we had, you know, this guy, Dano Wusu, you know. But I met him also with in the national team. He was in with Bofuakwa, but he was another, you know, top striker. He scores goals as if there is nothing wrong with goal scoring. He scored goals. So when we met at the national team, it was even easier for him. But unfortunately, he also got his leg broken. Yeah, people have sacrificed. You know, at the national level, the leg got broken. The same thing, Ajiman Prempe of the also blessed memory, also got the leg broken. I have sat down at the national level, and as a coach, I sit down and think, you know, why even some of us have not even got the chance to coach at the national level. I sit down, I don't understand it. Is it, you know, a hatred or what? Because if I look at those who have been coaching, you know, I've coached and the coaches that I've gone through, I look at them and those who are around now, if some of us are not the best, should be the best.